Alrighty, so today it's currently 6:13 a.m. At this time. It's April 28th, and I just currently now figured this out. It's Child Abuse Awareness Month, and I didn't even know this until I looked it up. And I've always had, those thoughts in my head, why did I create Fighting for the Kids? And yesterday I really sat down with myself and just took that time myself to realize, why did I create that? Why did I make it? Why did I get it tattooed on my fingers, as you can see. So today, on April 28th, 2024, I will be letting you guys know why, the real reason I created FFTK. Not for money, for all that. It's really to spread awareness on child abuse, and I'm going to use my testimony, as a voice for those who can't speak up for themselves, for those broken, kids out there. And I'm 21 years old, and I still call myself a kid. And there's plenty of us out there who came from broken families and who are probably not, brave enough to speak up about it on camera like I am. Thank God, luckily enough for that. And happy Sunday to everybody. So on my journal, I'm gonna be reading it right here because I can keep it real and authentic to show you guys I'm not being fake or nothing like that. This is all coming straight from my head, honestly, and from my heart, because that's what luckily enough, that's what been put on my mind and my heart. So Fighting for the Kids, it's not just a brand, it's not a company. It's always going to be a family at the end of the day. It's always going to be a community, at the end of the day. It's going to be a movement. That is what my goal is for this, I guess movement, thing. I don't know what you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, but mostly call it a family, because that's what it is and it always will be. So it's pretty much Fighting for the Kids. It's a family from, as like I said, it's from all the broken kids who came from abusive families, broken families. And me personally, I've been holding my tongue back for the longest because I was so afraid to, express it. And I've always, been told to just keep it on the inside. And, you're not supposed to let people know about your business and all that. Not put your story out there. But Mike Tyson had a quote where he said, God puts you through tests. That's why you have a testimony. So guess what? God happened to put me through tests for me to tell my testimony. So pretty much my mom, she was a part, I would say it's mostly big my dad. My dad was, the main reason, but my mom was also a part of the reason too. And now that I sit here and think about it, my mom probably couldn't control what she do, but she still did it at the end of the day, just like my dad, So pretty much, to be in short term, my mom, she was a victim of being pimped out, what I'm saying? And to all you people out there, hey, it is what it is, what I'm saying? Everybody's life's not perfect. And my dad was the pimp, And if people out there who don't know what a pimp is, a pimp is someone who, in nice terms and educational terms, uses women for drugs, money, and make them do illicit, sexual, explicit things that I cannot get into. But pretty much, my dad, I was my dad's child. I'm a junior. My name is Sean Paul Brown Jr. I like people call me Smiley because, Sean, the way you spell it, it's Schaun, and it's like you hear a lot of people say, hey, that's a weird, unique way to say it. That's why I don't like people to call me Smiley. And then, as you can see on my profile picture, that kid that's sitting in my grandma's, lap, that's me. And as you can see, guys, I've always been a smiley person. I don't care about all the negativity, even though I can get sucked into it sometimes. We all can, and I'm a victim of it. But back to what I was saying, it's weird for me to do this, but my mom was pretty much one of, those victims of being pimped out. So all the pain, my mom had dealt with, my dad, my mom had dealt with from my dad. She pretty much took it out on me mentally and physically. And honestly, it's not the right thing to do. And to anyone out there, don't be that. Don't be like that, because it's gonna make your child, be a troubled child, especially when they grow up. Don't repeat history. Don't keep on doing it, because guys, history can be repeated, and it's slowly being repeated as we speak. So, pretty much back to what I was getting to. She pretty much had to do illicit sexual things. I guess, I don't remember why she did it. I guess she did it to, take care of me. But she put it all on me, which I would never understand. And I'm be real, guys, I questioned my mom so many times, and like, even when I was younger, like, those times I would talk to my dad, I remember just like there'd be times where, I'm on the phone with my real dad, and my mom wouldn't tell me that, but somewhere in my head, little me would know that, and I just remember days be like, where my dad would be talking to me on the phone, and he would ask me if you like want a Spider-Man toy or something like that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And behind the phone, my mom would be telling me no. So guess what I would do? I would ignore my mom because, little kid me wants a Spider-Man toy. You know what I'm saying? Why would I not want somebody to give me a Spider-Man toy? A random person on the phone, I'm talking to, not knowing it's my real dad, give me a Spider-Man toy. So when I would, disobey her, she would, end the phone, as quickly as possible, and, proceed to abuse me. And so I never really understood it. She has to deal with those at the end. She has to deal with her sins, and they just like have to deal with my sins, and everybody has to deal with their own sins at the end of the day. So pretty much, like, my solution to all that abuse and everything, it's not just fighting. I don't do the fighting stuff, just because, what I'm saying. Like, I do this because, like, I'm fighting for those kids who came from those situations. I could personally care less about what my opponent thinks. I could personally care less about all that other stuff. That's not what's on my mind. I don't fight for those reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Everybody has their own perspective and reasons why they fight. Every fight is different, but me personally, this is what I fight for, and I will always continue to speak up for those, ones who, been through those positions, who've been in those situations, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's been, not everybody's, a lot of people don't understand, why these certain people act this way, why they're, wired differently, why are they not with, everybody else. It's because, what we've been through. Yeah, we could change it, but, some people are just not meant for that. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just have different journeys, different paths, and you know what I'm saying? So it's not on. And another thing is, this community, like, I'm probably so trashy with this, but we're gonna one shot it, honestly. But fighting for the kids, it's a family to get more of those people who don't want to be a fighter, because it happens every single day. We have so many unknown people that probably just get in there, they lose, and then they probably figure out, hey, maybe this is not meant for me, and should we judge those people? Honestly, no, because, I'm pretty sure there's been plenty of times where there was somebody out there who probably did exactly what we did and probably questioned themselves, to be like, hey, is this really the right thing for me? You know what I'm saying? But luckily enough, and thank God enough that, I'm still wanting to do this, you know what I'm saying? But it's also like, I want people to feel confident in their own skin, to be able to help these fighters grow and to be able to watch themselves grow at the same time. Like, you may not be able to be in the cage with them or anything like that, but support these people, you know what I'm saying? Not no fake support. Like, help these people, like, grow their social media and all that, because we all have time. We have 24 hours in our days, guys, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. So if we have so many so-called friends out there and supporters, You know, we need people who, you know, you need a foundation, you need a team, obviously. You need somebody who can communicate with, you know what I'm saying, you know, all that jazz and all that, you know what I'm saying? Uh, and pretty much we want people to be creative, you know, be not afraid to express themselves, you know what I'm saying, especially when they're on camera like this. But luckily enough, you know, I don't know how I, you know, do it, but coming, because I'm gonna be real, guys, you know, I'm close this and everything. So real people that know me out there who, you know, who lived in Picayune with me, you know, my closest buddies, they would know that I was the most shyest kid in the world. I was the most nervous wreck kid in the world. You know, I had stage fright and all of that. But I don't know how, you know, I managed to put myself in this position and to do what I do and to keep on trying to, you know, be a, I guess I hate the word influencer because it's like at the end of the day, you know, I'm just a human. I just have dreams and goals like everybody else, and that's the crazy thing, you know what I'm saying? But pretty much to end it, you know, in short terms, every single fight that I have or every competition, you know, and all these, I'm deeply doing more stuff too, you know, more content and everything, so that way I can get, obviously, to get money because I have to live, you know what I'm saying, and to also donate money to child abuse, you know, awareness, and also keep on speaking up for those, you know, people, those children out there who are getting abused, but you know nobody knows about it. Why do I not? You know, why is not a lot of people talking about it? Because not a lot of people have that confidence, in my opinion, you know, in my perspective, and there's nothing wrong with that. So that's why, you know, I'm gonna do that. Sean Smiley Duperon Jr. is gonna be that voice for those kids, you know, just like how Dustin Poirier, he has the Good Fight Foundation, and it's, you know, people. I have people in Louisiana that watch me too. You know, the people that, you know, I don't know if this is their slogan or whatever, but this is a really good quote. It says, "The Good Fight Foundation will not lose sight of the goal no matter what is happening. It is our mission to not only help but be a voice to those in need. We will persevere and continue the fight." And with fighting for the kids, that's the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? I know I shouldn't be, you know, taking what they do, but that's how I genuinely feel about fighting for the kids. Is I want to continue the fight. I want to constantly be in that, you know, position. I want to constantly keep on pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Constantly being a voice for those people. You know, not showing people that, you know, I'm fake and all that. You know, I don't want to be it. I hate it. You know, and whenever that time comes, you know, for me to be in those positions where I can make those speeches and to all those, you know, kids who came from brokenness, you know, we all been, you know, somebody's been broken at one point, and that's why we, you know, had this like little level up, you know what I'm saying? But pretty much that's the real reason why I created Fighting for the Kids.